Bert McChamp here. Today we're going to be going over some details about Budweiser.
Why?
Budweiser. One of the largest brands in the world. In the past, their advertising permeated our popular culture, a display of the times as well as sentiments of the era, while perfectly appealing to their demographic. So how did Bud Light go from a brand for NASCAR-loving boomers and frat boys to the incident that created the backlash? It's simple, really. With mergers come the loss of a brand's roots, moving its original ownership in St. Louis to Belgium. When that happened, Anheuser-Busch became Anheuser-Busch InBev. I can tell you about where it's located in Europe. They have indefinite unemployment benefits. I can't think of anything less American. Get back to work. InBev is the largest alcohol manufacturer on Earth. Its leading families are in the top 10 richest Van Dam, de Spalberg, and de Movius families, who have a history in the beverage sector over 500 years. Combined, these individuals alone are worth over $52 billion, having held the literal title of nobility since the 14th century. So these European kings definitely understand the working class, NASCAR-loving, cheeseburger 3 times a day American. But let's suppose for just a second, people weren't world builders with the wealth and resources of the Empire from Star Wars that have lived in castles since before your great-great-grandparents were born. Let's pretend they're just regular people. Well, here they are. These are the people making choices for your American beer. Corpse masquerading around with U.S. flags and Clydesdale horses. Like, how can you make a branding error this size? Your fan base is grandpa and frat boys. And this is who you chose to do your marketing?
New York girls love a vegan pleather short. New York girls love a sleeveless black turtleneck.
Me in marketing right now. I don't give a shit if it's the pinkest, womanest thing of them all. I'm going to handle it accordingly. I'm not going to get in there and everything has a mustache and a fucking thing of gin. I mean, unless... Maybe I would just make it all my shit. Who knows? But it was a mistake.
For me, I think seeing a trans woman as a mom is going to be very important.
That's just absurd. You are a biological male. You can't get pregnant.
I am so fucking uncomfortable for all these people.
The Bud Light boycott lost more than $1 billion in sales.
And here it is.
We need to continue to clarify the facts that this was one can, one influencer, one post, and not a campaign.
I'll be honest with you, dear viewer. When I started this video, I had no idea that all of this happened just because one can posted on Instagram. That is insane.
You get daft!
The can that changed it all.
Glory, glory, hallelujah.
On one hand, it blows me away that this is all it took to lose billions of dollars. On the other hand, their marketing stated that they wanted to get away from the frat boy image. That's like McDonald's saying they don't want anyone with diabetes or obese kids that love soda. That is the antithesis of the kind of shit you should be thinking at Bud Light headquarters. No less than 2 weeks later, Bud Light practically spanked their own ass and gave the viewer a handy at the same time.
Let me tell you a story about a beer rooted in the heart of America, found in a community where a handshake is a sure contract.
It's beautiful.
Brewed for those who found opportunity in challenge and hope in tomorrow.
And everything is good again.
Raised by generations, willing to sip, risk, remember.
Beer and horses.
This is a story bigger than beer. This is the story of the American spirit.